But one thing about real estate, especially being able to create your own inventory and build, you can control and dictate what you build there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's certain parts of town several years ago where they were just all craftsmen, and we started building like more modern and hybrid homes. It was a risk because people wasn't used to seeing some of that stuff. But once you take that risk and do it, you end up setting trends where people start following.
That's right.
You know, I had a guy tell me, and I may be paraphrasing a long time ago, man, stop following the path of everybody else and learn to create your own path. So in real estate, you have to be ahead of the curve, you have to be an innovator, and you have to think outside the box, because a lot of times when it comes to housing, people don't know what they want until they see it. And the world is a lot smaller today than it was 10 years ago, because everything's on Instagram, everything's online. You know, so if you building the same stuff these big box builders building, then you technically don't get the same prices. So to make money and to make real good money in real estate, you have to be able to bring a dope product to the table that is different from what everybody else see. Bank shot.
Absolutely.
So with the coaching, how long you been doing the coaching?
I've been coaching for 2.5 years now.
Okay.
Consulting a lot longer, but the coaching 2 years. And now I'm getting ready to take it to another level. So starting June, I'll be speaking more at different events, doing trainings at corporations, things of that nature. So what I had to do, Gene, I've been asking to go to the next level. So I've been searching and seeking, what do I need to do to go to the next level? So I found a person, so I have a publicist now that'll be booking me for different events. But what I gotta do, Gene, I gotta make sure I'm right. Yeah. I gotta make sure I'm studying my craft, you know, making sure that I'm the best product to deliver this information. I got the information, but I gotta make sure that I can relate that information and that they get it. And so when they leave that particular event or conference, that I've given them all the tools and keys necessary to take their personal lives and business to the next level.
Yeah, that's dope, man. And right now, I think, like you said earlier, mentors and coaches are so overlooked, whether it's whatever it is.
That's right.
Because when you think about the greatest athletes in the world, Michael Jordan had Phil Jackson.
Yes,
Kobe
he did. Yes,
Kobe
he did. Oh, come on now. Yes,
everybody
he did.
got coaches, man.
Everybody has a
because you
coach.
need that person that's gonna push you and tell you when you're wrong, and you know, because if all we do is just work on what we're good at, we're gonna never get better at nothing.
You said something just there, because some people think a coach just tells you what you want to hear. Now, a coach tells you the good and the bad, and you got to be open for correction. That's another thing. Now, that's a whole nother podcast, you know, because mindset, again, pride and ego, it can rob you of everything we've talked about at this pool table. It can rob you of every single thing. That pride and ego, because you can become so successful and you made it all the way to the top. And we've seen some people on TV, we've seen it in different parts of our lives where people have made it all the way to the top and then they just fail in one day. They just fail. But a lot of time, ego and pride robs you of those things because you don't know how to deal with people, or you're too arrogant. Now, I think I'm a confident person. I'm not an arrogant person. I think I'm confident, but not arrogant. And there's a difference. Confidence is knowing that you are good in your ability, but you're still open for improvement to get even better. Arrogance is you have this you have this ability, and you feel that no one can teach or show you anything, and you're good right where you are. It's actually a comfort zone, but you're good where you are. But because you decline correction, or you decline to be helped, you would rather operate in the space of arrogance. And I think that's a very poor place to be. My 94-year-old uncle, he passed away in 2017, Robert Howard. He said this statement: if you think poverty is bad, try ignorance. Think about that. If you think poverty is bad, try ignorance. Poverty is pretty bad, but see, if you got a mindset, you got a good head on your shoulder, you can get out of poverty. You can make some money. I'm a living example. You're a living example. But if you're ignorant, that means you don't want to know nothing. You don't want to learn nothing. Can't nobody show you nothing, and can't nobody tell you nothing. That's a bad place to be. That's a horrible place to be, and you'll always be there. So you always want to be in a place of learning, always. And if you're, like they say, if you're the sharpest knife in the drawer, you're the wrong drawer. Because I think I'm gonna start asking some questions about some real estate.
Yeah.
You feel me? And I'm right here with the cat that can give me the info.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Take the shot on you, man.
Okay.
Definitely enjoyed everything you've said today.
Likewise.
A lot of good nuggets.
Yeah, man. We just want someone to be able to listen to this podcast and take what we've experienced already, be able to take this into their own lives and apply it where it need be. Because it don't make sense to try to figure everything out on your own, not if somebody's already done it.
Yep. And we say this all the time when we do our boot camps and events and stuff. What we offer in our coaching program helps you accelerate and get you there a lot faster. If you wanted to, drive to go to New York and you're in Atlanta, you got several options. You can walk there, you can ride a bike, you can catch a Greyhound, or you can get on this private jet and fly there.
That's right.
And that's more important now than ever before, because by the time you learn something the hard way through the lessons, what you learn could be outdated.
That's right.
Especially with technology.
Oh man, every day.
Because what you're doing today
could be old tomorrow.
Could be old tomorrow. The same way you feel today could be old tomorrow.
That's right.
Like, look at technology. A lot of things have changed.
A lot of things have changed.
Things are going to continue to change, especially with AI.
Yeah.
So we always have to be evolving, even within our own business.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if you don't, man, either evolve or become extinct.
That's it. Quick. And don't get me wrong, AI is good. And you can use it to your benefit, but you just got to know how. You still have to stay on your craft.
Watch that game on you.
I see.
So speaking of the beauty industry, man, I'm sure it's $1 billion, $1 trillion industry. If somebody out there thinking about getting into the beauty industry, what are some avenues that they can, because there's more stuff now than before. Like, I see nail techs and eyelashes. Yeah. And speaking of Mike Murray, he has the salon suite over there.
Just 10.
Just 10. So what are some of the avenues somebody can get into the beauty industry and maybe make some money in the beauty?
And the first thing, Geno, is I would tell them to study the market first. Study the market, do some market research, study the lane they're trying to go into. If it's going to be a hair care product, you want to study ingredients, because right now, you got this natural wave, then you got the keratin wave, you got amino acid wave. So study the market depending on something that you love. That's the other thing. And we didn't really talk a lot about whatever you do, make sure that you love it. Make sure you love it. We skipped that one, and that is key. Make sure you love it, because a lot of people, a lot of times, they start doing things because they're chasing the bag. We hear that all the time, chasing the bag, but they don't know what they're doing. And if you don't love it, you'll quit it. Once you get tired, and you just don't want to do it no more. So I equate asking people, what's your why, to that's what you love. When people say, I don't know my purpose, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, I just ask them, what do you love to do, and what would you do if you did not get a paycheck for it? That's what I ask them for. And when they can tell me that thing, if they say they like fried chicken, I love fried chicken. I love making people smile. I love making good, fried, hot, crispy chicken. And when I see the eyes light up, I say, and that is the thing that you love, and that's what you need to do. Now, there's a lot of things you can do. You make chicken sandwiches, You can make the best herbs for your chicken. And you could be a caterer, you could start a cooking business, you could do a food truck. It's a lot of things that you do, but because you love it, you will continue to do it even when it gets hard, when it gets tired. You'll stay up. You'll stay up 24 hours trying to come up with a recipe for people to taste and eat your food. A lot of people in the industry, the food industry, they love people pleasing. They love for people to taste their food. And they actually, when they take the first bite, they watch how delightful the taste is. That's love. So whatever you decide to do, make sure you love it first. Don't chase the bag. Because you can chase the bag. You can leave this job and then go start doing it because everybody else is doing it. But then when you've tried it and you figure out that's not what you're supposed to be doing, or that's what you don't want to do, you're going to quit. And guess what? You're on to the next thing. You waste time, money, resources, and everything else. So make sure you love it and you like it at the same time.